Welcome back to MathTube, where learning math is fun. Together, we will explore the world of math. Together, we'll learn. Today, we are going to discuss beauty. We will utilize Common Core State Standard 6 RP1, which is grade 6 ratios and proportional relationships, strand 1. We will also utilize mathematical practice 3, construct viable arguments and critique the reasonings of others. We will use mathematical practice 7, look for, and make use of structure. So, what does beauty actually mean? Many would say the age-old cliche, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But is this really true? Beauty, what do we define it to be? Well, dictionary.com notates that the definition of beauty is the quality present in a thing or person that gives intense pleasure or deep satisfaction to the mind, whether arising from sensory manifestations such as shape, color, sound, and so on. A meaningful design or pattern or something else such as personality in which high spiritual qualities are manifest. Here we have a group of women. Do these faces seem pretty to you? Many people seem to think so. But why? Is there something specific in each of their faces that attracts us to them? Mathematics and physical beauty. What has mathematics got to do with beauty? Actually, a lot. We are more likely to notice a face and find it beautiful if it is symmetrical and in proportion. But it is said that humans find one particular ratio more appealing than others. It is known as the golden ratio, or phi, and is said to appear in artwork, architecture, and in the human face. Let's try to analyze the previous faces to see if the golden ratio is present or not. The golden ratio. The golden ratio, or sometimes referred to as the golden section, is based on Fibonacci numbers, where every number in the sequence after the second is the sum of the previous two numbers. The symbol phi is approximately equal to 1 in 618 thousandths. Where exactly did the approximate value of 1 in 618 thousandths come from? Let's look at the ratio of each number in the Fibonacci sequence to the one before it. So 1 divided by 1 yields 1. 2 divided by 1 yields 2. 3 divided by 2 yields 1.5. 5 divided by 3 yields 1.6, repeating. 8 divided by 5 yields 1.6. 13 divided by 8 yields 1.625. 21 divided by 13 yields 1.61538, and so forth. If we keep going, as you probably have noticed, that we produce an interesting number which mathematicians call phi, which is the golden ratio. The golden ratio. To obtain the measurements of the face to see if it is equivalent to the golden ratio, you measure the length and the width of the face. Divide the length by the width. This should give approximately 1.6, which means a beautiful person's face is about 1.5 times longer than it is wide. Let's take a look at Angelina Jolie's face first. To obtain the length, you want to measure from the hairline to the bottom of the chin. To obtain the width, you want to measure from the widest section of the face from ear to ear. As you can see from our measurement, we measure Angelina's length to be around 12 centimeters. Her width is around 7.5 centimeters. To obtain her ratio, we will divide the length of her face by the width of her face. Therefore, we will divide 12 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters. This means that the ratio of her face is about 1.6. Next, we will look at Beyonce. Again, to obtain the length, you want to measure from the hairline to the bottom of the chin. To obtain the width, you want to measure from the widest section of the face from ear to ear. As you can see from our measurement, we measure Beyonce's length to be around 10.5 centimeters. Her width is around 7 centimeters. To obtain her ratio, we will divide the length of her face by the width of her face. Therefore, we will divide 10.5 centimeters by 7 centimeters. This means that the ratio of her face is about 1.5. Next, we will look at Charlize Theron. Again, to obtain the length, you want to measure from the hairline to the bottom of the chin. To obtain the width, you want to measure the widest section of the face from ear to ear. As you can see from our measurement, Charlize's picture is a little larger than our previous two. So we will have to extend our ruler to get an accurate measure. If the ruler measures 15 centimeters and we use another 2 centimeters on the second ruler, we obtain a length to be around 17 centimeters. Her width is around 11.5 centimeters. To obtain her ratio, we will divide the length of her face by the width of her face. Therefore, we will divide 17 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters. This means that the ratio of her face is approximately 1.48. Last, we will look at Rihanna. Again, to obtain the length, you want to measure from the hairline to the bottom of the chin. To obtain the width, you want to measure the widest section of the face from ear to ear. As you can see from our measurement, we measured Rihanna's length to be around 12 centimeters. Her width is around 8 centimeters. To obtain her ratio, we will divide the length of her face by the width of her face. Therefore, we will divide 12 centimeters by 8 centimeters. This means that the ratio of her face is about 1.5. Now, let's compare all four of our ladies. Angelina has a ratio of 1.6, Beyonce has a ratio of 1.5, Rihanna also has a ratio of 1.5, and Charlize has a ratio of approximately 1.48. So, according to our ratio estimate, who is the most beautiful of the four? You are correct. Angelina Jolie is the prettiest because her ratio is the closest to the golden ratio. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. In the words of the great singer Christina Aguilera, we are beautiful no matter what they say. No, this activity works best if your photos have the following qualities. The face is straight, which means it's vertical, not smiling. The face is looking directly at the camera. The photo is head and shoulders. The image is medium size. Disclaimer, the golden ratio is presented for your own personal use and is used to be as a guide only. Medical and other decisions should not be based on the results of this calculation. The good, of course, is always beautiful, and the beautiful never lacks proportion. Plato. Thanks for tuning in to MathTube with me today, and thank you for working through this exercise. Until next time, goodbye.